Hi, welcome to the Blade Stepper or Blade Mechanical Reel training video. In this video you will be shown the new button panel, how to option the game, how to remove the mechanical reels from the game, and also install the reel strips onto the reels. We'll show you how to remove the top box and reinstall the top box glass. We'll also show you how to take out the top box monitor and marquee, how to take out the main monitor, how to access the handle mechanism, and how to remove and reinstall the reel controller board. Blade Stepper USB button panel. You'll notice that the Blade Stepper comes with a USB button panel rather than an OLED button panel. Blade Stepper optioning. The Blade Stepper's lower LCD is not a translucent LCD as it was on the BB2, which is why the optioning needs to be done on the top LCD rather than the bottom. We will show you how to do this. When optioning the Blade Stepper, there's a few key differences that you need to be aware of. In order to option the game, we'll first wait for it to be ready, and once it's ready, hit the diagnostic switch. And you'll notice that the optioning menu is now located on the top of the screen rather on the bottom screen as it was on the BB2s. First key difference is that the lower monitor is your only touchscreen monitor, and that is now used as a mouse pad, as you can see the mouse on the upper screen while your finger is dragging across the lower screen. The next key difference to understand is this doesn't work like a typical mouse pad. You drag your finger, and when you lift up, that's when the mouse click occurs. So we're here in an optioning menu, and we drag the mouse, lift up, and then that's when the mouse click occurs. So you go through your different menus in order to do that. We'll watch a brief demonstration going through here of the different menus, just to kind of get a feel of what it looks like when you're optioning this machine. Blade Stepper mechanical reel removal and reel strip installation. Now we're going to look at how to remove the reel basket. First thing you do is on the bottom you have 3 power cable cables, and you're going to disconnect those from the machine. Then there's a tab on the left and right hand sides that you're going to press in. Once those are pressed in, you're going to pull the reel basket out. Whenever you receive a new game, you want to make sure that you install the reel strips and the pay line strips. The first thing you're going to need to do is to remove the bracket by loosening the wing nuts on the left and right hand side. Once they're loose, you can pull the bracket directly off. Now you'll want to position the reel so you can put on the pay line strips. The bottom of the pay line strip goes into the square tab on the bottom. Then you roll the pay line strip up and insert the top of the pay line strip underneath the lip, and then insert the hole into the round tab on the top. Do this for both of the strips, and then your pay line strips will be installed. When you receive your reel strips, you will receive them in a separate package. They will be labeled 1, 2, and 3, and you put them on from left to right, 1, 2, and 3. First, take reel strip 1, find the notches on the bottom of it, and then on the optical strip on the inner wheel, find the 2 lines which designates home position. Insert the tabs onto the reel so they lock into place, and then wrap the strip around the wheel. Follow this procedure for the remaining 2 reels. Once you've installed the reel strips, reinstall your reel bracket. Blade stepper, top box glass removal, and installation. To remove the top box glass, you're going to want to locate the pins, nuts, or screws located underneath the top box glass. In this case, they're pull pins. Going to pull them forward, and then lift the top box glass straight up. Once you have the top box glass removed from the game, locate the power cable on the left-hand side facing the game and disconnect it. To remove the top box glass from its housing, you'll find 6 screws, 3 on each bracket on the right and left-hand side of the machine. Those need to be removed. Once the screws are removed, take out the brackets. Then lift the top box up, put your hand under the glass, and pull the glass out. To put the glass back in, insert the glass into the slot, pick it up, and push forward gently with your hand. Then reinstall your 2 brackets. Then replace your 6 screws. To reinstall top box glass, make sure you align it properly. And to align it properly, you'll notice that there are 2 hooks at the top which align to the 2 holes in the back of the top box glass. On the sides, you'll notice there's 4 posts in which to set the lower or side brackets. Once lined up, slide the brackets and the holes on the top, and it should slide directly down. Then locate your power cable on the bottom left-hand side and reconnect it. Blade stepper, top box monitor, and marquee removal. To remove the top LCD, you're going to want to locate the 2 screws on the left and right hand side at the top of the monitor to the left or right hand side of the meter. Then lift the monitor straight up off of the bracket. Disconnect the cables. There will be 4 of them from the top of the monitor and meter. Once the monitor is removed, to remove the marquee, remove the 4 nuts that are connecting the bracket to the marquee. and your marquee will be released from the bracket. If you wanted to remove the two brackets from the up and the bottom, remove the two screws on the left and two screws on the right from either bracket.
Blade stepper, main monitor removal.
To remove the main LCD, you're going to want to disconnect your USB cable, your power cable, and your DVI cable. You're also going to want to take the 4 screws on the top and 4 screws on the bottom out and disconnect your strut.
Blade stepper, handle mechanism access.
To gain access to the handle mechanism, you'll need an 11/32 nut driver and a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. Remove the cache box and the bill validator. Once you have access to the handle mech, to remove it, you'll need an Allen wrench, and you'll also need to remove the side panel by removing the 5 nuts on the side.
Blade stepper, reel controller board removal and installation.
To remove the reel controller board, first you want to disconnect any RJ45 cables and any reel controller cables. Finally, the power. Then remove the bracket at the back. On the right hand side, pull it out a little bit and then it'll release. Then you'll use an 11/32 nut driver. Remove the 2 nuts at the back and the one under the lip at the front of the game. Once your screws are removed, with one hand hold your reel controller board in, and with your other hand remove the bracket on the right, and then the reel controller board will come directly out. You'll notice you have 3 different cables and they are of different lengths. The shortest plugs into position 1, the next length into position 2, and the final length into position 3. To insert it back into the machine, then hold it in, and then with your other hand position the bracket. Hand tighten one nut at the back of the game so it holds the bracket in. Then replace your other 3 nuts. Then reconnect your cables into the controller board, starting with the shortest, the next length, and the longest cable. Reconnect your power, and any RJ45 cables you might have. Finally, place the bracket back around the controller board.